In this video, I'd like to discuss a little bit more about tissues. There are four primary types of tissues. They are epithelial, connective, nervous, and muscular. In this video, we're going to focus on nervous. Now, nervous tissue is, in my opinion, the easiest tissue. And the reason it's the easiest tissue is because all we're looking for is one special cell, and that's a neuron. Neurons are only found in nervous tissue, and only nervous tissue have neurons. So basically, if you look into a tissue sample and you see the neuron, you're done. You know what it is. It's nervous tissue. So what does a neuron look like? Well, let's give you kind of an overall idea of what the neuron looks like from more of an anatomical standpoint, and then I'll kind of give you a few descriptions that you can see that are more histological. So first of all, when we're looking at the neuron, you're going to have a cell body, and off of this cell body are several projections. And it looks kind of like this. So here's the nucleus, and then this would be the cell body. These little projections that are coming up off of here and kind of attached to other cells, these are called dendrites. There we go, sorry about that. So the job of a dendrite is actually to receive information from other cells, and it's going to take that information and it's going to put it into the nucleus, and then the nucleus is going to decide what it needs to do. Now, neurons are special types of cells because what they do is they conduct electrical currents, or they send a message in the form of an electrical current. And what it's going to do is, if we get a message from another cell through the dendrite that says, hey, we should be sending on this message, then the cell body is going to go ahead and it's going to encourage that, and it's going to send that message down this long extension off of the body. And this is what we call an axon. All right. So that's kind of the three main parts. We have our dendrites to receive the message, a cell body that interprets messages, and an axon to send it on to another cell. And this axon would connect to another cell. That could be any type of cell in the body, but if it's another neuron, then it's going to be connected to a dendrite up here like that. And that would give us the path from going from brain down to, toe or something like that. So that's what it looks like anatomically and how we're going to kind of describe it. However, what does it look like under a microscope sample? And typically, under a microscope sample, it's going to look a little bit different. It might have somewhat of a kind of diamond or kite-shaped appearance, so it'll look kind of like this. And occasionally, it has an appearance that I call like a starburst. And this one's a little bit trickier because it looks kind of like this. And then your nucleus is here. The problem with this type of view is it's not a really good, there's no good differentiation between axon and dendrite in this position. So this and this and this all appear somewhat longer extensions, and therefore all could almost be what we consider an axon. It really depends on where it goes and connects, and can we follow that path if we're trying to get that specific. All right, well, hopefully that'll clear up information about nervous tissue.